Some people feel emotions more intensely than others. Not more easily, more intensely. Faster to rise, harder to come down, more disruptive to relationships and decisions. This is not a character flaw. It is a nervous system difference. DBT, dialectical behavior therapy, was built specifically for high emotional sensitivity. And the skills it teaches don't just help people with clinical diagnoses. They help anyone who has ever been completely hijacked by a feeling at the worst possible moment. This video is about those skills. Marcia Linehan developed DBT in the 1990s for people whose emotional intensity made standard therapy ineffective. The core insight: some people have a biologically sensitive emotional system that, combined with an environment that consistently invalidated their feelings, produces chronic emotional dysregulation. Dysregulation isn't weakness. It is a nervous system operating in a pattern that once served a purpose, but now creates suffering. DBT works across 4 skill modules. Mindfulness, awareness without judgment, distress tolerance, surviving crises without making them worse, emotion regulation, changing emotional states through action, and interpersonal effectiveness, maintaining relationships and self-respect through conflict. These 4 modules address the full cycle, from crisis to daily functioning to long-term resilience. The TIPP skill addresses emotional crises at the physiological level, for moments when the emotional temperature is already too high for cognitive tools to work. T stands for temperature. Splashing cold water on your face activates the dive reflex, immediately reducing heart rate and emotional intensity within seconds. I stands for intense exercise. 20 minutes of vigorous movement burns the cortisol and adrenaline, fueling the emotional surge. P stands for paced breathing. Slowing the exhale longer than the inhale to activate the parasympathetic system. And the second P stands for progressive muscle relaxation, systematically tensing and releasing muscle groups to signal safety to the nervous system. These are direct physiological interventions. They work because they address the body before attempting to address the mind. The wave metaphor is central to DBT emotion regulation. Emotions are waves. They rise, peak, and, if you don't fight them or fuel them, they fall. The practice is called ride the wave. Notice the emotion without acting on it. Label it precisely. Locate it in your body. Breathe with it. Research shows the average intense emotion, if not amplified by rumination or avoidance, begins to diminish within 90 seconds to a few minutes. What feels like endless suffering is usually the cycle of feeling, suppression, return, resuppression, each cycle reinforcing the emotion's power. Opposite action is the practice for when the emotion urges avoidance or aggression. Do the opposite of what the emotion is telling you to do, fully and wholeheartedly. Depression says withdraw. Opposite action says reach out. DBT has the strongest evidence base for borderline personality disorder and chronic suicidality, but its skills produce meaningful results across anxiety, depression, eating disorders, PTSD, and substance use. The core dialectic, acceptance and change simultaneously, is deeply therapeutic. You are doing the best you can, and you can do better. Both are entirely true. The skills in DBT are not about becoming a different person. They are about giving the person you already are, with your nervous system, your history, your sensitivity, the tools to live a life that reflects your values. That is the work. It is difficult, and it is available to you.